What is up, everybody? Today we're taking a look at my favorite Pokemon, kind of, Garchomp. We're taking a look at Garchomp, and we're talking about like what makes Garchomp so strong. Garchomp, for those of you guys who don't know, is like the pseudo dragon type for Gen 4. It's one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. It was actually banned into the Uber tier way back in the day in the original Diamond and Pearl, and I think it's so strong. I think a lot of people tend to like Latios a little bit more in the singles community, and they say Garchomp loses to Clefable, all these Togekiss, all these fairies. Like, there's a reason Synth uses Garchomp. It's literally just the best. It does take a little bit more babysitting in the team preview phase, and it requires very specific mons to help it do well. You know, it's really nice to always add a steel type in your team, or it's always nice to add like correct volt switchers or have correct speed tiers and things like that. But if you can set up a team to make Garchomp perform correctly, it's an absolutely amazing Pokemon. And personally, like I have no problem using Garchomp in like every team in almost any format. That being even Sword and Shield or Ultra Sun and Moon or X and Y or whatever. Like, me and Garchomp, we go way back, and hopefully we have a lot more good memories with Garchomp going forward. I want to direct you guys through the question of the day, and that is, what do you think is the best ability for singles battles? And I know a lot of you guys are just going to say Wonder Guard. And I want you guys to take into account the Pokemon that use those abilities, right? Because you could say Wonder Guard's the best. It just doesn't take damage, but like only one thing gets it, and that thing has 1 HP, dies to rocks, dies to hazards, dies to status moves and stuff. Shedinja's not that great. I think personally the best ability for singles is probably Levitate. I think because it's pretty common, and the things that get Levitate just tend to be really good. Case in point, like Rotom is an electric Pokemon that has a weakness to ground, and it gets Levitate. That's super, super good synergy. Even a bad Pokemon like Flygon is usable because it gets Levitate. So let me know the answer to the question of the day. If you guys have a really cool ability that I'm not thinking of, think about letting me know, and let's hop right into some games and show off some strength that Garchomp brings to the table. Here we go. Alright, that guy's a really, really solid squad. Latios is great. T-Tar, Gyarados are really, really solid. Scizor's really, really good. I love that team. Like, if I had that team in game, I'd use it. That seems super, super good. The Blaziken, though, I'm pretty sure Blaziken's banned. And I think it's not just Speed Boost. I think all Blazikens are actually banned. And you can tell that when I'm making my own teams that, like, for example, like a fire fighting type like Blaziken. Yes, I can kind of deal with Infernape, but like Blaziken's a little bit harder to deal with because, again, we don't know if it has Speed Boost. And you can see my team functions at speed tiers, like with my Scarf Rotom, where Infernape's not a problem, but like Speed Boost Blaziken definitely is. So I guess the good thing for us going into this is that I shouldn't really be afraid of rocks. They might have rocks on T-Tar, but you know that Scizor is basically there for defog. So that means I'm going to probably be able to use my Sash on my Alakazam and my Gengar correctly. I think I'm completely fine just leading Rotom here and Volt Switching away and just like scouting for info and then maybe going to like Garchomp to maybe set up a little bit. That's kind of what I'm looking at going to here. But they have an amazing team. I think they definitely have the skills to pay the bills with this one. The only like saving grace, the reason why that team isn't super, super broken is that they don't really have any walls. So they just have to use correct defensive typing, and we can definitely take advantage of that. So they're leading off Shiny Rotom Wash. I wonder how they're built. Like, this is the question. Are they going to open up Will-O-Wisp? Are they going to open up Sub? Are they going to open up just Volt Switching? Because, like, I have absolutely no problem going into my Garchomp and popping a Sub on their Wisp. And in this situation, we'd be Volt Switching, and hopefully we outspeed, right? That'd be sick. So we're going to try the Volt Switch play. Awesome. So this is, again, this might be showing our Scarf, and also the fact they took that much damage, that means they're probably choiced as well. I would not be surprised to see them be like a modest Scarf, and then this is our actual fast Rotom. I have two different Rotom sets that I like to use. One's a little bit bulkier Scarf set that I sometimes specs. This is the full speed one, and we're doing it full speed because I just want to have that speed control, and usually I trick away my item, so I don't really, I still want that full speed to be able to outspeed things like Gyarados, which this guy has. So let's go into the Garchomp here. Let's see what they got. Volt Switch, awesome. So that's a free sub for us if we want it. If we want to take the free sub, let's think about that. If I sub and they go in Gyarados, they get their Intimidate off before I sub, which is not great, which means I could technically Sword Dance in their face and go for a Dragon Claw. That'd be nice. I think I am going to sub this one time. I kind of just don't want to reveal my sub yet, but I'm going to sub. But I think they're choiced. Yeah. So they're switching there. The right play is Gyarados here, I believe. So let's see if it is Gyarados. Scizor. This is actually a good situation for us. Good Scissoration for us. So there's two things that we can do here. The right play for them in this situation, I'm assuming this guy's like a really good player. Just throwing this out there. I think this guy's probably pretty good. The right play here is to U-turn to break my sub and go safely into your Latios. So if I were to Swords Dance, that'd get punished because they go right into Latios and they'd pin me. And they already saw that we're leftovers, so they know we're not Bombberry or Yachi or something. The other play that they have, that's pretty much it. I mean, if they're Swords Dancing and I'm Swords Dancing, they'd Bullet Punch, I'd EQ, they'd lose their Scizor. So I'm actually just going to go EQ, because I think they are going to be U-turning. I'd like to stick what damage I do have. And then from there, we'll swap into Blissey after they break our sub. So we're just going to go for our U-turn here. You see that they're not going for a Bullet Punch to break our sub. So worst case scenario, they're going for Swords Dance or U-turn. Like I said, it's probably going to be U-turn is the right play here to break our sub. So this will give us an extra tick of our leftovers. Swords Dance. This is completely fine. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I want to see if they're leftovers, though. So we have our leftovers. Awesome. So they are not lefties, which means actually it's better here to just Earthquake again. I think it's better because we're going to at least put them within range of Bullet Punch hitting our Rough Skin and just like not doing anything. Like they'll KO themselves. And I doubt they're Pinch Berry. I think they're probably Akka. At this point, they might be some sort of Citrus or Pinch Berry, but I highly doubt it. We also have a high chance to crit or just high roll it. Is that a crit? So in that situation, it was better to go for the Earthquake there. That's a super high roll Earthquake. We could probably run the calcs if we wanted to a little bit later. But like, I really think that we got a little bit lucky in that situation. Just a little bit lucky in that situation. And again, we still have our sub, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. They did not, I didn't expect that either. So we do be taking those. But yeah, in that situation, it would have been nice to Swords Dance and get all that stuff off ahead of time. But they shouldn't have stayed in. They should have came in and just done their very best with that Scizor to make sure we didn't end up with a sub. And there's the Blaziken. The Uber coming in hot here. Really surprised to see Blaziken in this situation. I wouldn't be surprised to see... I would not be surprised to see Blaziken do two different things here. In this situation, they can go try to break our sub. And if they're Sash, then they'll let that work. I think I'm just going to actually Swords Dance. I think they're protecting. And I'm not afraid of a Blaziken. So I'll SD in this situation just because I think they're going to protect. Yep. Awesome. So free Swords Dance here. And I don't really need this Swords Dance. It's needed in case I want to one-shot their Gyarados. But I don't need the Swords Dance. So they're going to probably do their very best to break my sub here. Which they totally can. And then they're going to send out their Latios. And like we're in a good spot. Once they lose this Blaziken, the fact they've already lost their Scizor, they're going to be really struggling for Monster Break or Blissey. So Speed Boost Blaziken. So they are literally cheating if they're playing Smogon rolls. And we're using like the Smogon code for this game. The 2022-2021. That is like the code for Smogon battles. So this guy could do what he wants. It's actually probably a better idea to go Dragon Claw because they can't Shucka that. I'm assuming this is Sash Blaziken then. Which is totally fine. Sash Blaziken can't ever really... The worst case scenario, we trade 1-for-1 with Sash Blaziken. And it's really weird to see Sash Blaziken on a T-Tar team. That's actually super weird as well. So they're probably going to close combat. Does it get close combat? It gets some sort of... It's not going to go for a fire attack, right? I don't think we're wrong in like switching in... So my plan here would probably be to... Well, they didn't break our sub. Why didn't they break our sub? Why did they Swords Dance twice? Bro, what are you doing? This DC. DC, you're going to DC, right? Oh my gosh, what is this guy doing? You can break the sub now. I thought he was going to break the sub that turn. Withdraw? Yo, show me that Latios, though. Show me that Latios. Oh! That's fine, too. That doesn't break sub. And, of course, like I said, I should have used Dragon Call last turn, just in case they wanted to do any of these switches. But we take just handing out Gyarados for free? Yeah, buddy, let's go. Sash Gyarados? On a T-Tar? This guy's a T-Tar on his team. He's using Sash Gyarados. Sash Intimidate Gyarados. Sash Blaziken? Oh my gosh, this guy's the most degenerate incarnate player of all time. Oh my gosh, and they're all shiny too. Whatever, we take those wins. Garchomp's strong. I've been saying it for a while. I made a Patreon post the other day talking about how I think Garchomp's like just the best Pokemon in the format. And a lot of people don't like seeing me play Garchomp. And there's also like a lot of people that are in the squad of like, Garchomp's really good, but it loses to Latios, it loses to Clefable, it loses to like, all these Pokemon. And like good teams do what I'm doing here, is they set up for your Garchomp to get the free sub. And once Garchomp gets the sub up, there's a lot of mons that really can't do a lot against Garchomp. Yeah, it's gonna be Scarf. And they missed the Scarf Hydro! Yo, Garchomp busted. Garchomp big busted. Yo, that's what happens when you hack your Pokemon, they miss their moves. But yeah, I think that like if you can build a team around playing to Garchomp's strengths and enabling Garchomp, it is so freaking good. Oh, it's just so good. You're gonna have to send that Latios out eventually, and I'm thinking the reason why they haven't sent the Latios out is I think they might be modest, which Garchomp, our Jolly Garchomp would outspeed a modest Latios. Here's the T-Tar. We take those, so you just KO'd your Blaziken. And I will EQ here. I wish I had my Sand Veil. Now we're Rough Skin. Let's just go for the EQ. Scarf T-Tar could outspeed, I think, if they're Scarfed. But we're just going to get a clean 6 stock against a player that had a really good team. Good team. Just not good enough. They should have had a Garchomp instead of that Blaziken now. So let's see if they're Shucka. They're probably Sashed, to be honest. Okay. Oh, man. I remember one time I was playing in a tournament, I used the Sash T-Tar. And Sash T-Tar does sometimes still see play on aggressive sets, but it was like a Sash bulky T-Tar. And I remember my opponent just like raging on me because I had Sash T-Tar, but Sash T-Tar is kind of... Sash T-Tar is more common than Sash Gyarados. Like, that's a real... Because T-Tar has 4 times weaknesses. Gyarados, I guess, has 4 times weakness to Electric, but most of the time you just run a Walk-In Berry. There's the Latios. I really think this thing is probably modest, otherwise they would have brought it out sooner. Or maybe they don't want to miss a Draco, or maybe they just... Sometimes Latios doesn't even carry, like, Dragon or Ice attacks. Let's see it! Show me that modest Latios, bro! Show me! No, they had the skills! They had the timid Latios. Alright, well, it's fine. I mean, subs up! I think their last mon left is, like, Garchomp? They're not Garchomp, they wish. It's 1 HP Blaziken with the sand up. So we do be taking these. And, oh, it's a Life Orb. Wow. Yeet, delete, repeat. Garchomp, complete. Alright. Well, oh, and the crit. Crit needed, right? Oh, man. Yeah, but, like, just leading Rotom, being able to Volt Switch, go safe into my Garchomp, and just set up a sub, like, this guy could have done a lot of different things to play around it, but I think everyone gets taken to the grinder by, like, sub Garchomp at least once. And I could play this game every time. I'll Dragon Claw. He's gonna detect too. He's gonna get killed by Sandstorm. Nice Sandstorm, bro. You don't even need a sub. The ref's gonna take him out. Dragon Claw. Don't even let you do stuff. Don't even let you do anything cool. Garchomp is strong. It's big. It's busted. It's the best Pokemon in the game. You'll love to see. Oh man, I absolutely love their team. They have like a spinner. They have hazards. They have basically everything you could want. And then like Melodic's gonna be a problem. I think we want to go Garchomp again though. Garchomp can do okay versus Infernape. It can do great versus Melodic. We already get a sub / Sword Dance sub. It's usable versus Miss Magus. It depends. Miss Magus can actually outspeed Garchomp. I think it's a 105. It's good versus Sally. Domfan has Sturdy, but maybe we want to set our rocks first. See, if they lead Shuckle, which I think they might, I think Garchomp's an amazing lead, because we just set it for free versus Shuckle. You can get to +6. But then the problem is, like, they just bring the Domfan, clock the Sturdy, and then they roar us out. So it's like, I guess we could take out the Shuckle at the cost of all those hazards. I don't really like that. I'd rather just trade. And if they want to go in with Domfan and then come in with, like, Rapid Spin, we could just go to our Gengar and block it. So, like, I really do like Garchomp here, and I think Garchomp is going to be how we win the game. But I think we want to set our rocks first, just so Donphan can't just, you know, stop us from doing stuff. Also, high % chance of, like, Shuckle also having Sturdy. Infernape's most common item is Sash. There's the Shuckle. So we're going to just set our rocks, and then we're going to go into Garchomp. It sucks because this is going to let them get a Sticky Web up, though, which is lame. It's not the end of the world, but I'll take my rocks here, and then I'll just go right to my Garchomp. Hopefully they Sticky Web second. Like, maybe they'll Toxic Spikes. Actually, don't Toxic Spikes first. I'm using Garchomp. Sorry, cool. Yeah, I was like, wait, I want to get my sub up. So yeah, Sticky Web sucks. And I don't have any phasers to get rid of it with this team. So that sucks. But well, at least we got one of our hazards up. And we should be still outspeeding their walls. So like we're still going to outspeed like their Shuckle and their Domfan probably. Maybe not the Melodic, but we'll see. Yeah, it sucks we get that speed drop. But we weren't already outspeeding, there's a Stealth Rock. See, I wish they would have set that one first. Yeah, we cannot get rid of this. Let's see, though. Let us see. I wonder if they're going to Toxic here. I'm going to sub. I wonder if it's a Moxie Mence. I wouldn't be surprised. And the cool thing about our team is, for the most part, we're not that weak to rocks. You can put up all these hazards, but we're not really weak to them, and a lot of our mons are actually like levitating stuff. There's a Toxic. So yeah, this is going exactly according to plan. I'm just going to Swords Dance here. And hopefully we get it. Like, having these rocks is actually going to be really nice, I think. It's going to really be able to chunk that Sally, that's for sure. So SD, I'm surprised they're staying in. They're probably just going to go set Toxic Spikes. And then they're going to rely on their Dom Fan to, like, win the game. Hopefully we still outspeed and make it so they can't Rapid Spin. You'll see it. Yeah, Infestation won't be able to ever break the sub. It's a cool set. It's a really, really cool set. I mean, if it's like a 3-shot, I think. I think it's a 3-shot to break the sub. And it doesn't apply the Infestation dot if there's a sub up. So, like, we're going to go to +6. And we kind of need the +6 to one-shot that Dom Fan, I think. So let's just go for it. Let's go. SD, baby. And I guess there's also, like, the, like, Dom Fan can come in and Ice Shard us, but then if he Ice Shards us, he's not using Roar, which is really, really nice. So we want the +6. Also, every single one of these turns we waste, we're getting extra leftovers ticks, so that's value. So SD time. And other than that, there's not that much priority. They're just going to hard switch the Shuckle. Yeah, that's fine. That's what you should have done 2 turns ago. Here, coming in with the Dom Fan, we're at +6, so you can Ice Shard me, and then come in with Salamence. I guess. Actually, is it a good play to bring the Dom Fan in? Because you're going to get the leftovers tick to make sure your Sturdy stays. Oh, that's a good play from them. That's a great play if they're holding lefties on that Dom Fan. Great play. I needed the +6, though. So we'll see if we're actually faster. Based off the leftovers turns. No leftovers. Oh, okay. What item would that hold? Probably a Citrus or a Pinch Berry. It could. I don't think it shouldn't be an Expert Belt. But we'll see. I'll go for the EQ. I want to see if they Ice Shard us. Don't Ice Shard me, bro. Oh my gosh, they're trying to Roar. We be taking these. Bye-bye. Bro, I'm +6. I'm +6. Alright, so that's their only priority mon other than Infernate. So they're at least going to lose, like, a lot of their stuff for this. Yes, they got their Sticky Web. Yes, they got their Stealth Rocks. But I'm okay. You know, I'm alright. Let's see. Who wants to come out to die? That's the question. Any mon that they send out with gets KO'd. Salamence, cool. That's your big sweeper. So foddering your Salamence is absolutely amazing. I think it's a good play to send out Salamence too. Just because, like, I've shown Earthquake in these things, you don't know if I have a Dragon attack. Like, if I have a Rock attack, those aren't as accurate. Sometimes Garchomps do carry, like, Rock Slide Stone Edge instead of a Dragon attack to be able to hit things like Togekiss. So I think this is a good play too. You better not try and set up though. Yeah, Outrage is fine. That's a good play. I thought about using Sub to wait out Outrage too, but I didn't want to. I didn't feel there was a need to. We'll just take out the Sally, and then I think the whole game's gonna come down to whether or not we outspeed Melodic at -1, because that would have to be like a heavy speed investment Melodic to catch us, like a lot of speed, I think. Because Melodic's an 81 base speed mon, if I'm recalling correctly. It might just be 80. I think it's 81, same as Gyarados. But yeah, we'll see. There's Melodic right here. If I outspeed the Melodic, that's cool. The thing is, like, and another thing, if they want to be like full speed special attack Melodic, you actually still need some special attack to KO me with Ice Beam. So we're just gonna try the EQ. Are you fast? No. You got that Sticky Web. You still got to put like 80 points in speed. Or 76, or let's see how many points. Let's see. I'm gonna Google it. All right. Pokemon Showdown damage calculator. Oh, they rage quit! Yo! Oh, they rage quit! Yo, Garchomp is so strong. Best Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. Let's see how much speed Melodic actually needs to actually outspeed a Garchomp. So Melodic +1. Yeah, Melodic needs about. Let's go. Let's plug in a Garchomp on the other side. $333. So Melodic needs about, I think I said 60-ish initially. Maybe 76 or 80. 84. 88. 92. 96. 96 is a speed tie. It needs exactly 100 points if you're using level 100 battles to outspeed. So if you're playing level 100 and like Smogon, 100 points Melodic with the Sticky Web Edition will outspeed Garchomp. But you gotta still do that. But you know what? That's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to show off a team that showed off some of my favorite Pokemon. And I wanted to make a little bit more of like a serious squad today. I know I still use a lot of these Pokemon in a lot of my games. You know, I still like to use a lot of Garchomp. I like to use a lot of Blissey. I use Rotom, and I usually use like some special attacker being Gengar, Alakazam. But you can always kind of tell when I'm playing a little bit more serious, because that's when I bust out the Skarmory, right? I think Skarmory is actually really, really good. And if you build a team that covers up for Skarmory's weaknesses to like fire and electric attacks using like Rotom to block the fire attacks and Garchomp to block fire and electric, it makes Skarmory super, super good and a type of Pokemon that is a great check to things like Gliscor, great check to things like Scizor, Breloom, things like that. So hopefully you guys like this battle. You know, any Pokemon really can be strong. You know, we featured a lot of Garchomp today, but any Pokemon can be strong if you want to build your team around it. So you don't have to be a meta slave. You guys can use whatever you want, and hopefully you're having a great year so far. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, please think about leaving a like, and other than that, have a great rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.